I think Trump's playing Zelensky.
Let's watch.
Of Patriot missiles.
This is the third time this has happened. He went to the NATO summit in Ankara. He told Erdogan that they would give them F-35s. Then a couple weeks later, our military commanders at the Pentagon said, oh, hell no. Turkey doesn't meet the requirements to get F-35Bs and F-35 Lightning. Hell no. Then he went to Saudi Arabia, said he would give them enrichment and allow them, right, to have enrichment processing. And then all of our civil engineers will go in there, and our nuclear scientists, and they'll help
Everybody
them.
just kisses his ass. And then when he goes away, they just don't sign.
No, we're doing that, though.
Yeah.
They're going and kissing his ass. We're saying we will.
Yeah.
And then some other anonymous third party here says, oh, we can't sign off on that. So the enrichment deal got pulled back.
He says he's going to do it, and then he says, but you have to sign the Abraham Accords. And they're like, well, fuck you. That wasn't the deal.
No enrichment deal. And then now it was out of Trump's own mouth that they're going to license the Patriot
we saw that.
Missile production.
We had the clip last week. He was telling us
now he's at Camp David saying, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So
maybe,
this is,
I don't know. Maybe
is he
because,
doing this on purpose?
No, maybe because Russians, killed Lindsey Graham and then bombed Poland, and maybe he's like, "Oh shit, that's because we told him last week. We said we were going to give him Patriot missiles, so we'll just say we won't, and then maybe Russia will back down."
I don't. This
don't
almost
think it's
seems
Russia?
intent. I almost think it's no, because it didn't just happen with the Ukrainians. This happened with the Saudi Arabians. This happened with the Turkish.
So you think he's got a strategy where he tells him he's going to give him something and doesn't on purpose?
I don't know what the fuck. This is what's really blowing my mind here. Because you can't be intentionally this stupid to piss off all these different allies and partners in different theaters at the time you need the most. Why would you do that to the Saudi Arabians when they're helping you and now entering the war in Iran? Why would you do that with Turkey when they're a NATO member and that they're the main reason why the Kurds can't open a new ground front? So you see the F-35s deal going through, then all of a sudden Kurds are invading from Western Iran, from Kurdistan, from all those. So, and then why would you go and do that to, not that I'm a fan of fucking Zelensky at all, but why would you go and say, hey, we're going to give you the license to produce Patriot missiles. We need them. We're running out. This is in our self-interest. And then pull that back.
They probably figured out that if they gave them the license and the infrastructure and the blueprints to produce Patriot missiles, that it would only be a matter of time before Russia got access to all that information and was able to reverse engineer it.
But what about the enrichment deal then with Saudi Arabia?
I don't know.
What about F-35, which in all likelihood Turkey probably has already gotten its hands on? Because we've already exported them to so many different member nations. It's not that hard to reverse engineer and give those schematics back to them.
And the Chinese have had the schematics on the F-35 for 10 years.
The J-13 or
anybody with an intelligence community that's got Chinese relations has got it.
None of this makes sense, and I almost think it's intentional. Thank you, Mr. C, USA Patriot, for the $10 super chat. Very generous. Bak, I agree 100%. This errant missile story is...
Jonathan Kersey, many thanks.
And then you want to just play 110? It's Trump's reaction to it. A reporter directly asked him to his face.
And that's really what Lindsay wanted. Yep.
And on Iran, one more, sir, sorry.
And good job at the dinner the other night.
Thank you.
Did a great job.
Thank you, appreciate that. President Xi told you that China would not give or sell Iran any weapons. And there's a new report that Iran's about to get 400 rocket launchers from China going through Pakistan to Iran.
Well, that would be surprising. I mean, things like that happen. But that would be surprising. He told me very strongly he wouldn't partake. And he knows I'd be quite disappointed. Yeah, please. And he's coming here, I think, on September 24th.
X's coming to the United States in September.
First,
probably a continuation of him going to meet Z. So if this reporter knows this already, he's known this for weeks.
Right.
The intelligence officials have been telling him what's been going on, why we've lost over 40 aircraft. Because manpads are essentially high-tech Stinger missiles. That's what they are. They used to take out F-35s.
What do they stand for?
Man Portable Air Defense System.
That's not what MAN stands for.
Manpad?
Oh, I see. Manual Portable Air Defense. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I might have the abbreviation, but that's essentially it. Yeah.
Okay.
So why such a weak answer? Because that's a political answer. That's what that is.
Well, maybe
he's known for fucking months.
Maybe the real deal with Xi was, hey, we'll fulfill existing orders and we'll stop sending them new shit. So maybe Trump's like, oh, I'd be disappointed to see that.
It's a way for Z to save face, because that's an expensive save face for the United States. You deliver 400 to 500 manpads, dude. That's potentially 400 to 500 U.S. aircraft.
Right.
Refueling aircraft, C-130s, helicopters, F-35s, F-22 Raptors. So, I don't know. That just seemed like a weird fucking answer to me.
It is weird.
Very ambiguous, very weak, very political.